had some really big plans for this vlog entry, guys. I really did. I set out with like the best of intentions, like drank a bunch of caffeine, was gonna get my hair all glam, was gonna do full, and then gave up, like right in the middle of it all. The only reason I got as far as earrings was because I knew they'd be out of style once I was let out of the quarantine. So I just had to give them a shot, you know, give them time to shine for a minute. I don't even know what day of quarantine it is. What, a week and a half? Maybe. Is it? Could be about a week and a half. And as I'm sitting here watching like the world unravel and I'm watching like things get from bad to worse, I've just realized I need to lower my expectations even more. Like I'm actually considering digging a hole just to put them in the hole, just to get them even lower, just a little bit lower, and then filling it in and walking away. I just sincerely hope that all of the people who have ever met me, who look at me and say, oh my gosh, you do so much for your children, I don't know how you do it all, they can now know I don't. I'm not going to. Oh, I'm not going to. These expectations need to be low for this. Low. Very low. Last week I thought, you know, I got a little ambitious and I thought I could do a 2,000 piece puzzle in a couple days to kind of work through some grief, to kind of work through some anxiety. You know, that whole thing when something bad happens, I don't know if it happens to you where you can't do anything like that engages your brain really, but you can't sit still. So my solution usually is puzzles. And I thought, you know, I can usually do a puzzle pretty quick. It took me a week. And I thought, well, no, I'm not doing that again, but I need to keep busy somehow. And I don't want to do housework. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do homeschooling. I don't need my kids hating me. It's rough enough, you know? Like, I'm not going to do that. I decided to maybe venture off and do this guy. This guy's a floor puzzle. It's like 25 pieces. Oh, it's 48 pieces. Oh, I don't know about that commitment. That's a bit much. Might eat into my time of recovering from nightmares of being locked in a busy Costco with my family. So I don't know. Maybe I'll put this on hold. There's this idea everyone has of like, we gotta stay sane. And I think, who was ever there in the first place? Was anybody really there, right? And how do I get there? And then how do I maintain that? I think it takes too much work. And I'm not gonna believe the people who say that they are sane. Even before all of this, there were people who are like, oh, you gotta stay sane. You gotta like, you know, manifest, and you gotta get, you know, I have everything figured out. I have a great life. And then you get to know them a little bit and you're like, well, what did you do to get everything so figured out? And they're like, well, I got a guinea pig and I named it Herman. And then I started keeping all of my nail clippings, and then I stopped eating anything orange. I just think we have to get through this with our best selves. Just try to get through this with our best selves. You know, and I don't know who that is yet for me. I'm working on it. Isn't that terrible? Being a full-time nurse, being a full-time mom, all that stuff, you know, for the next God knows how long. I think I'm just going to kind of, my best self is not a homeschool teacher. That's I figured that out very, very quickly. That is not me. That can't be. I'm not going to rise to that either. Can't do it. Oh. I do have to mention here, just to be fair, that I'm probably one of those few people who loves having my kids home with me. I love having my kids home with me. It's like the best part of my day when I go pick them up. I still sometimes cry when I drop them off at school. I love having them home with me. So I understand that I am a freak in this situation, that I love having them here, which is probably why I don't want to disrupt that with, you know, hateful teaching, which is what I think that's what would happen. I like having them here. They bring me peace. They bring me joy. We read for hours together. We draw. My kids write books. Just saying, they write books. So I'm like, I think that letting them just, be their little boy selves and enjoying themselves, I just want to foster that right now in a time of chaos and panic and pandemonium, instead of, having to keep them at grade level. I liked the 4th grade. I'd do it again. My kid won't mind. They won't even notice. I bet all the other kids are going to be in the same boat, so I'm not really going to worry about it. It's not. We'll read, but I'm at the point now where I just think we're just going to get through this. We're just going to simplify everything. Simplify everything. Everything, even if it means we watch the same show over and over again. I guess for the most part, after all of this crisis, I'm kind of hoping I come out of this dumber, because being smart is obviously not working for the smart people. The dumb ones are out living their best life right now. So I don't have advice here. I'm just going to tell you what my plan is, and that is to lower all expectations, put the standards a little bit on a slope. I didn't even put on pants for this. I didn't wear pants. That's how much I was like, they'll get it. They'll get it. I tried. So I think right now we're just gonna have to keep it simple, keep it quiet. We don't have to do everything. We don't have to do everything right. There's no competition going on with anybody else, really. And we can all just, relax on getting our eyebrows done. That's gonna be nice, ladies. It was rough for a while there for me. Now I don't have to do any of it. Kind of feels good. No pants. Eyebrows amuck. Let the grays come in a little bit. Let's just reset for a second. Be like, was that really what was important? Let's simplify. Like I said, we're just gonna kind of take a breath. I think that's what we're gonna learn from this. What was I doing all day before that I was so stressed and busy, and now, maybe I don't have to do all of that anymore. Busyness isn't necessarily indicative that anything's getting done. Hopefully, we'll all realize what's really important, that it's each other. And I want to express my gratitude as I wrap this up to those of you who are making the sacrifices necessary to protect those who are in the high-risk group. My son is one of them. So I am extremely grateful for that, and I will be offering to help you pass the time. I will be offering Stranglehold for free very soon once I figure out, websites and stuff. It's not my favorite thing to do. So once I figure that out, that'll be completely free for your Kindle, and you can get caught up in a good story, and we can keep in touch throughout social media. But thanks for the distancing. Hope this helps.